Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. WWE Raw, after WrestlePalooza, witnessed some great moments. The show ended with Asuka and Kairi Sane turning on Io Sky. However, AJ Lee and CM Punk were notably missing from the red brand. The Best in the World and the former Divas Champion defeated Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch at WrestlePalooza 2025. Their absence from the Raw after the PLE has puzzled fans. In this article, we will be looking at 3 possible explanations for why Punk and Lee missed Raw after Indianapolis PLE. WWE Crown Jewel 2025 is the next PLE of the company, and it's already official that the Visionary will go up against Cody Rhodes in a WWE Crown Jewel Championship match. With Punk and Lee defeating Lynch and Rollins at WrestlePalooza, they might get a title shot soon. Considering this, the Stamford-based promotion could have opted to put them on hiatus for a few weeks, as they are currently more focused on Rollins vs. Rhodes rather than Seth vs. Punk. This could be why CM Punk and AJ Lee were missing from Monday Night Raw this week. Another reason behind the absence of AJ Lee and CM Punk on WWE Raw could be that Triple H has yet to figure out their plans after WrestlePalooza. As it is reported that the company is more focused on generating buzz for Crown Jewel, the creative team may not yet have plans for the power couple. This may explain why the King of Kings chose not to bring them to the red brand, ultimately resulting in their absence from the show. CM Punk is already advertised to make his appearance in the upcoming episode of WWE Raw at the Lenovo Center in Raleigh, NC. So if the voice of the voiceless appears next week, it's likely that he might only take a 1 week off after WrestlePalooza, which led to his absence from the red brand. As of this writing, AJ Lee is not advertised for next week's show, but cards are always subject to change. If the former Divas Champion returns next week, it could ignite some interesting storylines. Overall, it remains to be seen how the storyline will unfold in the forthcoming weeks and what's next for the Second City Saint and the Trailblazer on the red brand. Love Verma is a WWE features writer at Sportskeeda Wrestling with a bachelor's degree in arts and legislative law. His experience in legal drafting helps him cross-check reports with reputed media to ensure their accuracy. Despite being an avid WWE fan, Verma manages to maintain objectivity in his work, ensuring unbiased writing that resonates with both the casual reader and die-hard fan. Love became a pro wrestling fan after watching Royal Rumble 2014 and became a Brock Lesnar guy following the 2015 edition of Royal Rumble. He admires the sheer power and dominance the Beast incarnate displayed in his triple threat match against John Cena and Seth Rollins. However, one of his favorite matches is Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania 31, where Orton delivered one of the greatest RKOs ever. Outside of wrestling, he enjoys painting, sketching, and immersing himself in the world of PC and PlayStation gaming, showcasing his creativity and love for entertainment. The wrestling world thrives on surprises. WrestlePalooza, WWE's most chaotic, over-the-top premium event, delivered exactly that, leaving fans with jaw-dropping moments and match-of-the-year candidates. But while the dust settled and Raw the next night promised to be the perfect follow-up, the glaring absence of 2 of the biggest names in wrestling, CM Punk and AJ Lee, created a new mystery that fans can't stop speculating about. Both Punk and AJ had been heavily advertised for Raw after WrestlePalooza, a night traditionally stacked with major returns, shocking debuts, and explosive storylines. Yet neither appeared. No cryptic video packages, no backstage teasers, not even a mention from commentary, just silence. So, why did 2 of WWE's most magnetic stars miss one of the biggest nights of the year? Here are 3 creative and very possible reasons. WrestlePalooza was brutal. For CM Punk, it wasn't just another match, it was a war. He faced off in what many are calling a career-defining showdown, one that left him bloodied, battered, and nearly unrecognizable by the final bell. Whether it was barbed wire spots, steel chair collisions, or the sheer endurance test of going 30-plus minutes with one of WWE's top rising stars, Punk put his body through the kind of punishment that doesn't heal overnight. AJ Lee wasn't spared either. Though she wasn't wrestling in the main event, her managerial presence ringside turned physical when rival factions dragged her into the chaos. AJ took a nasty bump against the steel steps while breaking up an attack on Punk, a moment replayed endlessly on fan footage online. WWE never officially acknowledged her injury, but those who saw her limp to the back knew something wasn't right. The couple has always prided themselves on grit, but the reality is clear. The body has limits. WrestlePalooza may have simply drained them both, physically and emotionally. By missing Raw, Punk and AJ may have chosen rest over risking long-term damage, an increasingly wise choice in an industry notorious for wrestlers sacrificing health for moments. Fans may groan, but this absence could set the stage for a powerful return. Imagine the pop when Punk storms back to Raw 2 weeks later, scars still visible, mic in hand, snarling about how his absence wasn't weakness, it was survival. Behind the curtain, another story might be brewing. CM Punk has never been shy about clashing with management. His real-life reputation as a man who demands creative control and refuses to compromise is practically legend at this point. After WrestlePalooza, rumors swirled that Punk wasn't happy with how his storyline was scripted to continue on Raw. According to whispers from insiders, Punk was scheduled for a promo segment that would see him begrudgingly align with a heel stable he spent months verbally tearing apart. For Punk, that kind of booking didn't make sense. To him, it diluted his authenticity. And when Punk feels cornered creatively, history shows he doesn't play along. AJ Lee, always fiercely loyal to her husband, but also a brilliant mind in her own right, reportedly backed him up. She's been vocal about how female talent and storylines deserve more consistency, and she may have taken issue with how her role was being minimized after WrestlePalooza. Together, the two may have staged a silent protest, simply not showing up. This wouldn't be the first time WWE stars have leveraged absence to make a point. By skipping Raw, Punk and AJ might be sending management a message: give us the creative respect we deserve, or risk alienating two of your biggest draws. Fans speculating online are divided. Some accuse Punk of being difficult, while others hail the couple for standing up for their artistic integrity. Either way, it adds intrigue. If WWE plays this right, Punk and AJ's absence could evolve into a meta storyline, blurring the lines between reality and kayfabe in the way only they can. WWE has a long history of swerving fans, and what better way to shock the audience than to intentionally pull two marquee names off the biggest Raw of the year? Think about it. Absence creates buzz. Speculation fuels anticipation. By keeping Punk and AJ off the show, WWE might be planting seeds for a much larger storyline. Consider this theory. Punk and AJ are being written out temporarily to stage a massive return in a future pay-per-view. Imagine weeks of cryptic glitches interrupting broadcasts. Maybe a mysterious symbol flashes on the Titantron during random matches. Fans start connecting the dots, Reddit threads explode, and by the time Punk's music hits at the climax of the next big event, the eruption from the crowd will be deafening. WWE knows Punk thrives on aura. He's not a wrestler you oversaturate. He's a wrestler you wait for, anticipate, and then explode when he finally shows up. AJ complements this perfectly. She's always been at her most effective when she appears unpredictably, shaking up the women's division with one promo or interference. Their joint absence could be step one in a grand plan to make their next appearance legendary. And here's the kicker. What if this vanishing act ties into a storyline where Punk and AJ align with an outsider faction, storming Raw weeks later as invaders? By missing the Raw after WrestlePalooza, they create a vacuum of expectation, a vacuum they can fill with chaos when the time is right. Whether their absence stems from genuine exhaustion, behind-the-scenes tension, or a brilliant storyline masterstroke, one thing is certain: CM Punk and AJ Lee not showing up to Raw after WrestlePalooza has already become one of the most talked-about moments of the year. Sometimes, in wrestling, what doesn't happen is just as important as what does. Fans tuning in expecting to see Punk drop a pipe bomb or AG shake up the women's roster instead got nothing. And that nothing created more buzz than any scripted segment could have. For now, all we can do is speculate, and speculate loudly. Did they refuse to compromise with management? Are they nursing legitimate injuries? Or is WWE masterminding the greatest slow burn return in years? Whatever the truth, the wrestling world is watching, waiting, and refreshing social media for the next clue. And if we know Punk and AG, they wouldn't want it any other way. Would you like me to take this a step further and rewrite it in the style of a wrestling dirt sheet leak, like Dave Meltzer or Scene Ross Sapp reporting insider rumors? Or keep it more like a polished creative blog article?